Hello everyone. I hope you're all fueled with caffeine and ready because we're about to embark on a journey into the future of social care. My name is Sophie Hare and I'm the Operations Director of Sussex Grange Care. I'm going to talk to you about how I found an unexpected ally or even personal assistant in the world of AI and in particular ChatGPT. Before we start, let me just mention this. After a brief conversation about how I use this amongst my Sussex Digital InReach colleagues, I was then asked to deliver a presentation at their October conference. I couldn't believe it and I could have fallen off of my chair. I use a computer and I use my phone well, but I don't consider myself to be a digital pro. So before you think about zoning out on the technical nerd, that's not me. This presentation is 100% not for nerds. So what is AI? AI, or artificial intelligence, enables machines to learn, reason, and make decisions. It uses algorithms and data to perform tasks mimicking human intelligence, and it's applied in various fields, such as self-driving cars, virtual assistants, and revolutionising how we work. So what does that mean for us? Absolutely no idea. This presentation is not for nerds. So how do I convince you to start using AI and embark on a journey into the future of social care? I want you to think, are you of the generation to have used good, old-fashioned paper roadmaps before? Now consider this. Are you still using those paper roadmaps, or do you now use SatNav? I'm guessing most of you would have evolved to use the SatNav, therefore already embarking on a journey into the future of technology. So please, don't let any techie phobias put you off giving this a go. Picture this. You're buried under a mountain of paperwork and drowning in tasks with so much to do. Every time you try and think about content for a detailed and comprehensive care plan, someone has a question about the Christmas rota 3 months in advance. You feel like you're constantly slipping behind and your head is spinning with timely actions and deadlines. Sound familiar? This is when AI became the superhero I didn't know I needed, and ChatGPT became my personal assistant. So let's demystify AI together. Think of it as a magic ingredient that adds hours to your day, reduces stress, and lets you focus on what matters most, caring for people. So let me give you some practical but example demonstrations. HR, who doesn't love HR? It's something that we all need to ensure we get absolutely right, because the wrong wording or process can leave us wide open. I was conducting an investigation and I needed to invite a witness. I typed into ChatGPT the following. I need a template HR letter to invite a witness to a fact-finding meeting. I then asked for it to please use ACAS as a resource. You will see that in seconds it drafts a formatted letter that I can copy and paste into my letterhead, which perfectly details all the information I need for this meeting. Quite often, I will tweak the wording to make it more centric to our values, but I think you will agree this is a good bit of time saved and a new template generated. Another example, care planning. I type into ChatGPT my requirements. I need a complex care plan for an elderly lady who has type 1 diabetes and pressure areas on her legs from a recent hospital stay. Please can you map these recommendations to CQC regulations? What considerations should I have? And we are working with the district nursing team to provide care. Thank you. People laugh, but I often add a please or thank you. It just makes me feel better. So as before, I simply type in my text and then I hit the arrow. Now I appreciate that this is flying up the screen really quickly. So we will take a look at it in a bit more detail regarding the highlights that it has generated. As you saw, in seconds it's generated me a complex care plan template mapped to the CQC regulations and focusing on assessment and planning, diabetes management, pressure area management, skin integrity, monitoring and reporting, education and support, medication and supplies, emergency preparedness, and continuous improvement. Now, I hope you would all agree that that's a pretty comprehensive template for you to then base your own person-centric actions and information within. Another example, policies and procedures. I need to write a policy and procedure document for fire management. What should I include? Now, I want this to be compliant with certain fire regulations, and in this example, I also use some specific points that relate to a service. You'll see that this has generated me a 20-point prompt list of considerations that I can apply to any individual setting. Once you start using ChatGPT, you'll start to think about the different ways it can be useful. Here's another example, activity provision. I simply type in, I'm creating an activity plan for the month of November. Can you give me a list of national days for the month and links for further information? As it generates the results, I noticed that I need to tailor this a little bit more to the UK. Now I'm really pleased with the results, and I can use the associated links to find out more information on each event. And before you know it, you have an engaging activity plan. I also then use this information further. On noting that we had World Diabetes Day coming up, I thought it might be useful to put an awareness workshop together to deliver to the teams. As before, I type in my requirements and let ChatGPT do all of the hard work. I add, I'd like to put together a fun but informative workshop to recognise World Diabetes Day. You can find more information at Diabetes UK. Can you suggest a workshop template and some activities? It's so fast, but in seconds you have a full plan for delivering a workshop, including overviews and icebreakers, awareness, quizzes and fun activities. Finally, and just be really lazy, I mean innovative of course, I might then use ChatGPT to share this good practice. I ask it, please could you write me a post for social media, including relevant hashtags and emojis. Here is the content. We've held a fun and informal workshop today called Understanding Diabetes, A Journey to Wellness, to recognise World Diabetes Day and provide fun and educational learning to our staff team. Well, why wouldn't you? In social care, we're often bogged down by administrative tasks. I hope that I've shown you just a few examples today of how I can change that. I use it daily and find the time saved has helped to shift my focus and time to true leadership. In closing, I want you to remember that this is a journey where compassion and care meets innovation. AI is a tool that can amplify our compassion, productivity and professional role. It's the force for good that can help us provide exceptional care in a world that's increasingly digital. And it's time to embrace AI as our powerful ally. I hope you go away today and just try it. Take the plunge into the digital future. Unleash the power of AI and transform your role. It's a future where we work smarter, not harder, and where exceptional care is the norm and not the exception. And remember, this presentation is 100% not for nerds. Thanks for watching.